investor is moving with the money.
It's a vibrant gathering of female visionaries, entrepreneurs and change makers all coming together for the AfriLab's RevUp Women Initiative Business Showcase, a program dedicated to propelling women-led startups and SMEs to new heights.
Actually giving us the welcome address.
But they are not just celebrating businesses, they are also celebrating the incredible women behind them.
We're looking at the report on investment in 2022, and we're very excited. Oh my God, $4 billion, that was invested into African startups. Well, let's look at the women numbers. And they were like 3% only, of that number that was women, like the investment that was given to women. That is a challenge. We are women, we're in the ecosystem. And the interesting thing is that, when I go to meetings, we're in the tech space, right? Almost 80% of my meeting are filled with women. Women are actively working, setting up these programs, but the women businesses are suffering. So we thought of setting up a program that does two things, right? One is to build the capacity of women to be able to set up their businesses, their structure to function as a woman, but most importantly, unlock financing for women.
You're very, very, very welcome.
The women also receive a dose of motivation from a leading entrepreneur who highlights the importance of investing in women.
Despite the incredible potential and talents that women possess, we're still facing significant challenges in accessing resources and opportunities, some of which are limited access to capital, technology, and business support, as well as gender discrimination and lack of support networks. Our inability to take full advantage of networking opportunities due to perceived cultural biases and restrictions is another factor that greatly hinders our success. Yet, in spite of this, female-led startups in Africa are not only as profitable, if not more, than male-led startups, but also drive women's empowerment and positive social impact on the continent. So closing the gender gap and empowering women-owned businesses will play a pivotal role in shaping a more vibrant and equitable society in Africa and across the globe.
From a riveting panel discussion titled Trailblazing Women, Navigating Challenges and Triumphs, inspiring stories are shared, stirring the women in the room.
Inclusion looks to me like a coming together, where when we really want accelerated progress, we have to be builders, and not just builders on that scale of nano and small micro businesses, but builders on the scale of bigger institutions and bigger corporates, so that we can really influence and drive change. And that, of course, looks like a coming together, where we bring the skill sets of generations, the skill sets of the different life cycles of our businesses, and of course the ideas and variants of industry to come together and really build sustainable businesses.
When you ask me what economic inclusion and empowerment looks like for women, it will be doing this with 10,000 women. It will be teaching them to start a business. It will be teaching them to make that business make money. It will be teaching them to put in the structures so that it will make money for them in the long term. It will be teaching them that when you've made the initial money, you invest it in something that continues to make more money for you.
And so we have to be very intentional about shouting about women's successes, women's failing forward. I don't think failure is the end of things. I think failure actually sets you up for the success and the bigger successes that we can get. So we need to shout about, I keep saying you could find somebody in this room who has the cure for cancer, but if they don't shout about it, then cancer remains uncured, right? So we need to really shout about the successes that we have, so that another person who didn't think that their story could lead to a success can see themselves in you.
As the spotlight shines bright on these entrepreneurs, the aim is to let their achievements serve as a beacon of hope for future generations of women entrepreneurs.